Yo.
Hello, Steve. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good. I can hear you.
Oh, good. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Cez, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Good, good.
Ah, your girls came today, huh?
Yes.
I thought you didn't like me.
No, we made it this time.
You're lucky girls, you have each other to train.
Yes.
Do you have a mat area there or just training on the carpet?
Just on the carpet.
We need to find mats still.
Yeah, we tried, but it's hard to find.
You know, go to Halford's. You can order online.
Yeah.
I just ordered some mats. It's very thin, but it works well. It's 10 pounds and you buy 6 squares of mats. It's about, yeah.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
20 pounds probably be enough to fill it up there.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, because we were looking, it was all crazy prices. So.
Nice. Very cheap.
Nice.
Is
How are you doing, Steven? So you shaved your hair as well, huh?
Yeah.
Too long
The
ago.
Corona style.
I think this is the first time my beard's ever been longer than my hair.
Well, no barber to go to. That's the best way to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I got Rhea to do it again. She's got better this time as well. Last time she missed a couple of spots, but she's so I gave her a tip today.
Right, there's one more coming in. All right, so today it's gonna be a trick one. It's escaping from side control. Escape from the dummy control. All right, so let's get this going. For the girls, gonna be much easier with the partner. So you tell me, it's a new position. You tell me if it's the best angle where you can see the hooks, the arms, not just shout. All right. So the side control, I break down in 3 sections. The first one is when you're able to control your opponent's arm. Right? So imagine your opponent's pass your guards. First thing you do is to control his arm and avoid him to control your head. One more person coming in. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 techniques when you're still able to control this arm here. So the second stage, the second section is when your opponent's controlling your head, but you're able to get the underhook on the far side. And we're gonna do a couple of techniques when you have the underhook. And the last section is when your opponent is controlling your hands, your opponent's controlling your arm. That's the worst position to be in side control. So you're going to do a couple of techniques from that. Okay? So first one, when you're controlling the arm. Right. So When your opponent passes your guard, he wants this. That's the main grip your opponents want. Without controlling your head, he never can stabilize the position. So my first thing to do is to control this arm here. Right, so I can see my opponent's coming. First thing to do, I'm gonna grab this arm. So even if the guy has the underhook here, he's never controlling my hips with this. My hips is loose. Now very simple, first thing, and these hands, sorry, didn't mention about these hands. These hands is here, crossing his neck. One hand controlling the arm, another hand across his neck. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push my hips out. Okay, I'm gonna start elevate my opponents a little bit, just enough so I can bring this leg in. So the first technique, very basic here, controlling the arm, control the collar, push the hips out, bring your opponent up. Now my knee goes through, then I push my hips out, back in close guard. Okay, that's very simple drill. Side control, hands controlling the arm around the biceps, the other one across the neck, so I'm controlling the collar here. Push my hips out, bring my opponent up a little bit. Now my knee goes through the bottom leg, not the top one. Okay. Then I go as far as my knee goes. Okay. Then I push the hips out, close the guard. Let's try this one a few times. Perfect. Easy busy. Good runner. Your left hand is wrong, Jake. So put the arm over the shoulder. Put the dummy's arm over your shoulder. Okay. So your left arm is closed, so put it in and hold the belt. Okay. Now the other arm, go across. Yeah, you grab the collar. So your forearm is across the neck. That's it. Now bring your knee through. Hips to the left, close the guard. Sorry, Jay, your left hand, now you're blocking the arm. You don't let him control your head like this. Now, not the hips, I said it wrong. So your left hand is inside controlling the biceps. Control his biceps. Yes, that's it. Now the other one across, push, yeah. All right, guys, let's do another one. It's very similar. It's still when you're controlling the arm. is the hips bump when your opponent change the base. This is very common to happen in this situation here. Side control, I'm still controlling the arm, the other hand across. My opponent switch the base, you know, when you switch the base like this. Yeah, can you see this? Like a judo base. All right, so every time your opponent switch the base to the judo base, let's call this judo base, doesn't have much, he's not, how can I say, he's weak going backwards. It's not good base. So what I need to do, I want to push my hips out, so I leave an open space in this area here. And I just punch with the left hand. The other one that I'm controlling the elbow goes down to the floor. That is to help me do this movement. Right. So here, side control, blocking the arm. I hit my opponent. As soon as my opponent change his base, hips out, punch this through, then I come up on my knee. So my opponent is facing down, control the arm, he switch the base, hips out, punch. Then I turn, come up on the knees. Let's go. Ronald, right elbow goes down to the floor, so your leg go, yeah, and then you punch your left hand forward, yeah.
Cesar,
Yeah.
the hand that you're stiff arming with, are you putting it on the bicep or on the shoulder?
There is around the biceps.
So I stiff arm.
The other one. It's on the collar, like this, around the shoulder area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The other one that is controlling the biceps goes down. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem. Jay, do one more time. Let me see the movement there. Yeah, so yeah, your right hand is across on the collar, left on the biceps. Then you push your hips out. Yeah. Now let go, you let go the biceps and put your hand on the floor and punch the other hand through. Come on, Steve, you can do it. Yeah, Jake.
So you shrimp out, go down
Yeah,
while you're pushing that out,
yeah.
and then take him down on his back that way.
Yeah, you push all the way until he goes down on the floor on his back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's go another one, guys. So the third one, when you are controlling the arm. So now my opponent is flat, okay? The normal position here, I'm still controlling the arm. There will be a big fight here, right, with this arm. My opponent is fighting to get the collar, to get my sleeve, to control my arm. I'm going to use both hands to push my opponent up and open a space here. Then my hands go under the arm. So there's a gap here between my arm and his body. So while I'm doing this fight here, I lift, punch my hand through, catch behind the elbow, and I push the arm across. So both of his hands is pointing forward like this. But I want to push him all the way to the side. So my arm is fully extended this side here. And the other one, I need to control the hips. Because if I don't control here, he's going to move around to the sides and pass to this side here, which is bad for me. So as soon as I push it up, my hand go across, push the arm up to the sides, I grab the elbow area here and stretch my arm. Straight away, the other elbow down to the floor, push the hips. So I'm like this. There are two ways I can go. So I want you guys to train these two options. One, my hips go towards the head. The other one, my hips go towards the hips. But they change the grip. So if my hips go towards the head, I keep both grips as they are. Out, out. Then I open a space, the bottom leg goes through. Push the hips out, then I replace the guard. The second option. So controlling the arm, my other hand is across, open a space, punch the hand across, and cross his arm. Control the elbow and the hips. Now, if I want to push my hips towards his hips, I need to switch my grip on the elbow. So I'm going to switch this on the elbow, and the other one is free to go on the floor. So I'm going to come up with my elbow here. So as I push my hips in towards the hips, I come up. Arm always fully extended. Push my opponent away. I bring the top leg out. So I post my leg out like this. Then stand up technique. And this one is very used to escape in a high level. When the guy is passing the guard, you control the arm like this. So big fight, hips out, and then you push. So you push and switch the hips. It's a very fast movement when you know what to do. As soon as you cross his arm, you switch again and come up on your elbow. This is very common escape to do it. Controlling the elbow, your opponent never can stabilize the position. He's forced to stand up as well. So as I'm controlling the elbow, my opponent move away to that side because that's where I'm pushing into, and me too. I bring my hips out and escape. Did you understand? Let's try, guys. Come on, do both of them. Close the guard, first one. The other one, hip escape, stand up technique. First one, you push your hips out towards the head. You keep one hand on the elbow, one hand on the hips. Hips go towards the head. You bring the right leg in, so to close the guard. Push your hips out to the sides, close your guard. Yeah. Very good, girls. Do it again, Jay. You should be controlling his arm. Okay, push out and bring your hips to the left. Okay, now your left, no. Your left hand go across all the way to the other side, and you're gonna push his arm to the left. So your left hand go under his arm, push his arm to the side. Now you need to keep your arm, no. Keep your back flat on the floor. Your left hand gonna be controlling his elbow. And push, extend your arm. Good. And the right hand, hold the hips. Now both of your legs under his body. So both of your legs at this point, no, don't come up. So both of your legs are under the body. Okay, now push your hips to the left. Yeah, now bring your right knee in towards your hips. And then close your guard. Push your hips to the right, close your guard. So this technique, your arm go across under your opponent's arm. So you move his arm across to the other side. Control the elbow. Other hand on the hips. Then push the hips out. Your leg go under his body, and then you close the guard. Hand on the hips, Rona. Yeah, push your hips. Okay. No. If you go, come back. If your hips go in, you need to switch your grip again. So your right hand go to the elbow. Yeah. Left one, you come up on your elbow. Yeah. Then push your hips out. No. Start pushing your hips out as you're doing the hip escape. Yeah, then your top leg come out first. You post your leg up. Yeah, then you come, that's it. Good. Bring your hips out as you coming up on your elbow. All right, guys, let's move to the next section, which is when you have the underhook on the far side. This is just two techniques. We're gonna do these two techniques together. All right, so now my opponent is controlling my head. So I'm gonna just put my head on top of the arm. But the other one here, I'm able to swing under the arm. So if I cannot control this arm here with my hands, I'll fight to get this one. So we're gonna start with the underhook on this side. The other one, my elbow pointing down, grabbing the belt. Okay? And I start with the underhook. And to get the underhook, if your arm is across, you bump it up, then you swing your hand under. Right? So simple. But we're going to start the point that we start with the underhook. But when I have this, make my life easier, because it's difficult for your opponent to control the fight, because every time that I bump my hips out, this arm come up. So as my arm comes up, his body goes to the side. So he's not controlling my upper body. So this is, you can do loads, when your opponent is heavy, you do loads of bump until your arm is up here and your hips completely out. If your opponent is light, you just do one simple movement like this, then you're able to reach the back here. So it starts with the underhook, the other one controlling the belt. Short movements, hips out, and every time I push my hips out, I put this higher. Hips up, higher, hips up, higher. I can even, if you prefer, I like to grab the material behind the back, and every time I push my hips out, I just bring my elbow up. Rather than keep doing this movement here, I hold the back, the material here behind the back, and I start pushing my elbow up, and then I get the back. The other one is similar movement, but you replace the guard. So here, belt, and grab the material, bump your hips out, elbow up, hips up, elbow up. Then you open the space, your knee goes through, and then you push the hips out, close the guard again. Those are the two movements when you have the underhook. Let's go. You go to your left side, Jay. Hips out to the left. Yeah. Bring your elbow up, get out of this arm here, and take the back. Now come up on your knees. Yeah, at this point, probably your opponent will be in a turtle position, and you are able to control the hips or take the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hips out to your left, Albany. Yeah. Good. Your dummy is falling apart, Steven.
Again, keeps writing.
Good one, Jay. Roland, do one more time. Let me see again. Okay, your opponent's on the right side. You have the underhook on the far side. Good. Bumper hips out. Yeah. That's it. Very good. Take the back, Cosima. Don't hold the belt on this one, Jay. You want to move your arm up. Yeah. You want, the more that you move your arm up, the better. When you have the underhook, you don't want to hold the belt.
Okay.
So when your opponents have the underhook, there you grab the belt. That's what we're gonna do in the next technique. All right, guys, let's move to the last section of the day. Is when your opponent have the cross face, he's controlling your head, he have the underhook. Then is when you're gonna grab the belt. My gun is in his pants. I don't want him to show off anything here. Behave, man. I think he's a bit excited. There's some girls here in the class. Snotty boy. All right. Cross face. Underhook this side. So he's controlling my arm. It's very deep here. Even me breathing, I cannot swing my arm under. This one as well, behind the head. So now is when I can grab the belt. So with the other hand, if it's too far, I can move the belt a little higher and I can pass to the other hand. Okay? Because the reason that I get the belt is to trap this arm. I have an option to bridge to the other side. If I do this, I want this arm as deep as possible here. if I'm not grabbing the belt, when I do this, my opponent posts the arm out, stop the sweep. This is one of the reason I do this. So I grab the belt here with the top hand. The other one, my elbow down to the floor. When what I want with these hands is to bring my hands under his body. So what I want here is to grab the far leg. So my hands now, I breathe up once, open a space, then I bring this hand under the body, and I grab the knee area here of the far side. The reason I do this is because I'm gonna breathe for the second time, then this knee go under, I lift a little bit, just enough so I can catch the half guard. On the half guard, my leg is crossed in a triangle position, still controlling the belt here. Now, these hands, I'm gonna grab the elbow. So as soon as I lift the leg, bring this arm out, and I just scoop the elbow like this, so make a hook. So now I don't want my opponent post this arm out when I sweep him. So I control the elbow on this side. I'm gonna open my guard by keeping this on top. Push the hips out, then I hook the leg. I make a butterfly hook. I take this out now, because now I have the hook. So once I take this out, I lift, bring this back, then I start pushing to the butterfly sweep. So again, cross face. The other hand, grab the belt, pass to the top hand, close the elbow. Now bump my hips up. I have a space now, so this hand go under. I grab the far leg. Okay, if my opponent is on his knee, I grab around the knee area. Now bump the second time, just enough so I can pass this knee in. And then I shoot my foot in. I'm able to lock the half guard. I pull my hand out. I grab the elbow on this side here. So I'm putting my hand, not the elbow, sorry, the biceps. So my hand go all the way around and I grab the biceps. Now, at this stage, I'm going to open my guard, hips out, hook the leg. As soon as I hook the leg, I'm safe. I can take this out. If my opponent tries to pass my guard now that is open, it helps me to elevate the leg. If it stays where it is, I need to use my bottom leg to help me push him to the side. Then I end up in a mount position. Let's try. Very good. Okay, it's wrong. You need to use your butterfly hook to sweep. So go back again. Let's do it step by step. Right, grab the belt with left hand. Now your right hand go under his body and grab the far leg. So you're gonna bump your hips up and bring your right leg under his leg and get the half guard. Half guard. Good. Okay, so now your right hand, you grab the biceps. Right, so now you open your guard, left hook under his leg. Yeah. Okay, so you elevate him a little bit. Your right, yeah, that's it. You're gonna push him to the right side. Yeah, use your hook to push him to the right side and get to the mount. Yeah. Yeah, half guard, runner. Grab the biceps. Now open your guard. Left hook under. Take the right leg out. Through get to the mat. That's it.
Cesar,
Yeah.
when you want to get the arm, once you've pushed the knee into your half guard,
Yeah.
and you want to bring your arm out,
Yeah.
it's stuck. How do you avoid it being stuck?
But her arm is still around your head or is out?
I don't know.
Position there. Let me see what we can do.
Here. And then I'm stuck here.
Yeah, it's like,
You have the hook. You have the left hook.
yeah.
Oh wait, that's all.
Are you able to start pushing her away?
My arm's stuck here. Can I just grab this leg?
Yeah, well, it's not going to make much difference there. What you want is to use your hook, left hook, to push her to the right. So put the hook under the now. Open your guard. So you have the hook now.
Yeah. And I can push her back to bring my arm out.
So you see, once you start pushing her away, you see now it's posted on the floor.
Yeah.
So that is when you're able to free your arm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's very important for you to put the left hook as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Then you start stretching her, and then she'll start moving away.
Yeah. And then I can.
You can just block the arm. Or you can put your hand in front. If she's too heavy, like and not moving.
Yeah.
Just bring your hand in front of the biceps.
Yeah.
That's the technique we're gonna do next.
Okay.
You cannot sweep because you cannot get the arm off the floor.
Yeah.
Pop the biceps as you're doing the first technique, and then close the guard again.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Says,
Wait.
if somebody has a good base and they're pressing their side control down, is it going to be very difficult to get them over using the butterfly?
It's going to be difficult to do what?
To get them over onto their back using the butterfly sweep.
Well, the secret of this technique is the butterfly hook. Once you have the butterfly hook, you either put your opponent in close guard or sweep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the last technique now will be the close guard. So guys, let's see, and that's what I was telling the girls to do. When you cannot sweep, for some reason your opponent might be heavy or have a good base, but at least you have some space where you can bring the knee in and close the guard. So, here, right, you have the belt, scoop the hips out, you hold the far leg, then you put the half guard. The hand comes out, hips out, and put the hook. This, as I said, it's very important, this hook. So you need to find a way to put this hook. See my foot here, my foot, the top leg is still hooking. Go around, so I open the guard, but my foot now I chase under the shin. So I have totally control of the leg. Because it's dangerous. When I open the guard, my opponent move the leg out. So you can use your foot here to hook the shin, under the shin. Right? So I move my hips up, then I hook the leg. All right, so now when I have the hook, I'm kind of safer. Now I take this out, I start pushing my opponent to the side, but he's very heavy. But when I do this, I'm able to move him a little bit. So these hands, so when I start moving these hips out, my opponents normally lose this grip because he's feeling that he's gonna get swept. In order for him to keep the position, he needs to post this hand out. That is when my hands, rather than hook under, go in front and I block the biceps as we were doing the first one. Now I just bring this knee through and I close the guard. Okay? So rather than me going to the mount, I move my hand in, block the biceps, kick the leg through, close the guard. If I cannot kick the leg through because my foot's stuck, I move my hips out and close the guard. So that's the last technique. Let's try to do this a couple of times. Good, Albani, that's it. Go this hand now, Jay. Go in front, like you're holding the biceps. Yeah. Then you push the left leg out and close the guard. Or move your hips to the left. Close the guard. Yeah. It's a good one, Cosima. Very good.
Says,
Good.
can they not, can the opponent not stop me getting the guard with this knee? Can you see that?
Well, if this knee is in, he doesn't have good base, so you'll be able to sweep him with your hook, with your right hook.
It will be easier to
Sorry, your screen got frozen.
No, if his knee tucked in, his base is not good.
It's breaking your voice. I cannot hear you.
If his knee tucked in, his base is
Basically, if the knee is in, his base is narrow. So you should be able to
not so
sweep.
sweep. Okay.
So it's tricky one because your opponent have to decide at this point. He put too much pressure knee in, still controlling your head. For another side, doesn't have a good base. So the hook on the other side needs to work for you.
Okay.
Now, if the hook is not working because he might be with the stronger base. To have the stronger base, he opens the knee and pulls the arm out.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we finish the class. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I've got one actually. Says, you know the octopus side control escape. So we kind of swim the arm under, and we push the right? And then kind of come out with a technical stand up there. Let me double check that step.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, brilliant, wonderful, thank you.
So you see
Okay. Thank you, Des.
the three areas, we can close the guards or sweep. So there's always an option to sweep or close the guard.
Okay.
All right, but guys, if you want to see the video again, it will be on YouTube, on our channel. Okay. Girls, good to see you again. Guys,
Good to see you, Cesar.
Thank you.
one more time.
Obrigada.
Obrigado.
Tchau, obrigada.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you again, man.